is so good. Hello everybody, my name is Jasmine and I'm so excited to be bringing you this video. In honor of Black History Month and Black history and culture, I really wanted to try and make some new dishes and some old favorites that I've tried but never actually made myself. And so in today's video, I am making a shrimp Creole dish. I'm also making a Jamaican brown stew curry as well as a jollof rice. And this one is all about Nigeria. So let's get started.
Creole foods are best known as Louisiana cuisine. What's great about this type of cooking is that it is naturally rich with bursts of delicious flavors that combine a variety of influences. Some of the influences of this type of cuisine are French, Spanish, Haitian, even Italian and German. But the most notable influence was West African. Creole people are an amalgamation of an ethnic group of people called Creoles, which was a term derived from the creolization, i.e. the racial, cultural, and linguistic mixing of European colonialism and African slaves from places like Cape Verde and Equatorial Guinea, just to name a few. The first distinct Creole generation was likely the first Africans in Louisiana through slavery in the early 1700s. What's interesting about the historical context of the term Creole is that it does not necessarily have to define a person based on race. It can help identify people based on place-based identity and be more pan-racial. As an adjective, Creole also describes a type of cooking that helps identify local cuisine in parts of Louisiana, amongst other identifiers. Dishes like shrimp Creole with rice are important because they showcase Black heritage through creative mixes of African and Caribbean culture. The infusion of flavors we taste in dishes like shrimp Creole with rice really allow us to celebrate the beautiful history of Black people and their food that has been perfected over the years and that has now been elevated to the status of gourmet categories in many circles of gastronomy.
This is the shrimp Creole dish. Now hear me out. I really wanted to make crawfish etouffee, but I couldn't find crawfish, so I settled with this shrimp dish. And I'm really excited to try it. Let's just dig in. Yum. That's really good. That's really flavorful. Wow. That's a little spicy too. This is giving me like all the flavors of my trip to New Orleans. And I absolutely love that with food, you can travel. Like, let's make this channel all about that. Let's get to the shrimp. Look at that shrimp. Oh my gosh.
Brown stew chicken is a dish typically eaten in Caribbean islands like Antigua, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and more. This particular dish is inspired by the type of brown stew you would likely find in Jamaica due to its rich flavors that originated with the Taino people, who are indigenous people of the Caribbean. It is said that the jerk method was taught to African slaves by the Taino, and African slaves later adapted the method into creating jerk chicken. What's interesting about the term jerk is it is a derivative of a Spanish word, charqui, meaning strips of meat like jerky. It's said that the word jerk started out as a noun and then became a verb, i.e. jerking, which meant poking holes in the meat so the seasoning could permeate through. In the 1700s, food was in short supply, and a subset of escaped slaves called the Maroons learned to catch wild animals like boars in the forest. Their meat was preserved in spices, salt, and peppers and wrapped in leaves, which helped the longevity of their food supply. Once ready to eat, spiced meat was cooked over hot rocks and covered, or it was barbecued over pieces of wood. For convenience, I picked up a pre-marinade bottle of jerk sauce, but know the origins of this sauce is richer and deeper compared to the flavor you get from a bottle. Jerk chicken is a marinade of a pungent dark blend of allspice and Scotch bonnet peppers to aid in this dish and all of its beautiful flavors and glory. And adding rice to this particular dish is a necessity.
Okay, so this is the Jamaican brown stewed chicken, and oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I am shocked that I'm able to cook all these dishes. Let's get a little bit of the rice, a little bit of the juice with a little bit of the vegetables. This is good. And I feel like I should have also gotten a knife, but it's okay. Oh, the chicken is falling off the bone.
This is making me feel like I've traveled to Jamaica. This is awesome. So you definitely don't want to skimp out on the rice because I feel like it really absorbs all of the juices really well. And something I was afraid of when I was making this was that using the whole bottle of sauce was going to be a little too much, but it was perfect. Jollof rice is a beautifully fragrant West African dish that is loved throughout the sub-region. It has a unique taste with subtle sweet elements and spices. From my experience as an American married to Nigerian culture, I know all about the heated debate of which country has the best jollof rice. I won't get into who deserves bragging rights in this video. All I'll say is jollof rice is an art and has a colorful history. It is said that jollof rice originated in the Senegambia region located in West Africa amongst the Wolof people. Throughout time, this dish has ventured through the sub-region and has been culturally exchanged. For this dish, I got help from my mother-in-law. So I've been trying to do my research, and now I finally am cooking.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to hurry up because it's late. She recommends you use a blender or food processor to get the stew as smooth as possible, but I did not have one at the time, so I just cooked the dish down for a longer time and added vegetable broth to make things more fluid. In doing so, she was able to pass down a tradition that is important to her and past generations of the Okocha family. When it comes to Black history, heritage, and culture, I think it's important to look to those who came before us and also look at taking these aspects of life into the future as well. Ooh, yum! I'm so excited. This looks amazing. I mean, I don't know. It looks good to me. I don't know if you can actually see that, but this is so good. Y'all, this is like extremely delicious. So it's my husband's birthday, and jollof rice is known as like a party food. So even though it's just he and I thought it would be nice for me to make jollof rice Nigerian style for the first time for his birthday. So this is great. So what I'll say is, with this version of jollof rice, it's all plant-based, and that's honestly okay. It doesn't need meat, but if you want to add meat, this is a great like base. My husband already tried this and he gave me his seal of approval. My mother-in-law helped tremendously, and she also gave me her seal of approval over FaceTime. I'm so happy that I did this. This video honestly is near and dear to my heart. I got to make jollof rice for the first time, hang out with my mother-in-law on Skype while she taught me how to make this, and also just make some amazing dishes in celebration of Black Heritage, Black History Month, African Americans and Africans and Black people all around the world. So this was amazing, and I highly recommend that you do a little bit of Google searching and find some recipes that you can make this month and throughout the year. Let me know, by the way, down in the comment section below if you have a story or a recipe that you would like to see me try in a future video. With that being said, I'm gonna finish my jollof rice and I'm gonna bid you farewell. Bye.